I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery, and today I wanted to talk about habit memory. I spoke a little bit about this on a previous video on Stop Drinking Alcohol Week 40, and it's basically how some of your alcohol memories can actually jump up and bite you in the arse months afterwards. I'll talk a bit about my own experience in a little bit, but first of all, I just wanted to talk a little bit about memory and your habits in general. When it comes to habits, everyone knows it takes a long time. It's a very slow process for a habit to form. Just for you to get into that plateau where it is a daily habit is about 66 days, roughly 66 days. So it's a very hard upward slope at the beginning. It starts tapering off, and then around 66 days it goes into a plateau and it becomes easier to do the habit, to just have the habit as part of your everyday life. So that the longer you actually do something, the more ingrained into your personality it gets, more ingrained into your cells, if you want, it gets. And the reason is simple. It's pure survival. Your brain, that's the way your brain works. It's just wants everything to be as easy as possible. I mean, if you think about a child when it's born, if you've ever watched an infant, even learning the simplest tasks like putting something into its mouth or standing up and walking, that kind of thing. It's all trial and error, and old habits are still in there. They're still waiting in the wings, and the longer you've been drinking for, the more deeply ingrained these habits are going to be. And the problem is that they'll come up at the beginning. You're going to get these things. You're not too far off it. And like I say, the 66 days. So you get past that 2-month period, and everything seems to be plain sailing. I'll give you the example of me the other day, and I'll explain it a little bit more. It's I got a phone call off a mate of mine in Ireland, and it's not unusual. I mean, I've spoken to this guy. I haven't seen him now in 2 years, but I've spoken to him several times on the phone. We always talk about the same thing. It's always what he's doing for work, what I'm doing for work. We talk about the team that we both support in the Premier League, and we just have an hour. How's everyone? Have you seen this person, that kind of thing? And I just asked him where he was, and he said, I'm in Paddy Quinn's, which was a pub that we both used to go to. It was one of our locals. He said, I'm on to the Diamond in a minute. And it was just the whole conversation. It was everything coming together. It was speaking to Liam, and it was like I'd never left Ireland. It was like 2 years I'd never gone past, and it was like I was 2 miles up the road instead of 2,000 miles in another country. It was that strong. I could taste the beer, I could smell the bar, I could see everything, I knew who was in the bar, that kind of thing. It was just a big, strong, emotional memory. It only lasted for a couple of minutes, but I tell you, in those 2 minutes, it was so strong. Now, the reason I'm talking about these is because it's the type of memory that will come up and it'll bite you in the arse. You don't know when it's going to come up. There's certain types of situations where you're going to be thinking about drink. Christmas, when you've been around people before and you've always drank. Birthdays, the situations, the personal situations where you know that when you go there, everyone else is going to be drinking and you're going to be thinking about drinking. But these are the situations, these are the strong emotions where everything comes together, and it's like the previous months haven't occurred, and it's a really strong emotion. Like I say, it doesn't last long, but you've just to be careful that when that these are only memories. I would say it's it's your habit trying to get back, you know, and it's your drinking trying to get back, and that's bullshit, you know. It's just all the things that you used to do all combine when you've got a combination of memories all in one single package, and it's a little bit overwhelming for a few seconds, but it's having the knowledge that they will happen to you, and when it does happen to you, you just carry on as if nothing's happened. I mean, it did keep me thinking for almost a week, you know, but there you go. So that's habit memory. If you have any questions at all about it, just leave a comment down below. Go over to the website as normal. My name's Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Onwards and upwards.